Imagine this. You're at the checkout, your cart is full, and right before you tap your card, you feel nothing. No stress, no hesitation, just a quick beep and you're done. Now imagine paying for that same thing in cash, pulling out the bills, counting them one by one, physically handing them over. It feels different, doesn't it? A little uncomfortable even. That difference, that tiny feeling, is costing millions of people their financial future, and most of them have absolutely no idea it's happening. Here's what most people believe about credit cards. They're a smart financial tool. They build your credit score. They give you cash back and rewards. They protect your purchases. And hey, you're responsible. You pay it off every month. So you're winning, right? Maybe. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Credit cards aren't just a payment method. They're one of the most psychologically sophisticated financial products ever invented. And they were designed, from the very beginning, to make you spend more money than you planned to. There's a concept in behavioral economics called payment pain. When you spend real, physical cash, your brain registers a small emotional loss. It actually hurts a little. And that pain acts as a natural brake. It slows down your spending. But credit cards eliminate that pain almost completely. You're not handing anything over. You're not watching your wallet get thinner. You're just tapping a piece of plastic or clicking a button. The money feels abstract, theoretical, like it's not really yours yet. Studies have shown that people spend significantly more when they pay with cards versus cash. Not because they're reckless, because their brain doesn't process it the same way. Think of it like this. Imagine eating at a buffet. When everything is already paid for up front, you eat more. You pile your plate higher. Why? Because the cost is already gone. It doesn't feel connected to each bite. Credit cards create that same psychological buffet for your entire life. And here's where it gets sneaky. The rewards, the cashback, the points. They're not a bonus, they're a strategy. Because every time you earn a reward, your brain gets a small hit of dopamine. It associates spending with a reward. It starts to feel good to swipe. You're not just buying a jacket. You're earning miles. You're playing a game you feel like you're winning. But the house always wins. The real cost of credit cards isn't the interest. Most financially savvy people avoid that by paying in full. The real cost is the invisible spending inflation that happens when pain is removed from the equation. When buying feels frictionless, you buy more. When you buy more, your lifestyle quietly expands. And when your lifestyle expands, something very specific stops happening. You stop building wealth. Because wealth isn't built by earning more. It's built by keeping the gap between what you earn and what you spend as wide as possible. Credit cards quietly shrink that gap, month by month, without you noticing. So what do you actually do with this? You don't need to destroy your credit cards, but you do need to reintroduce friction. Check your balance before every purchase, not after. Set spending alerts on your phone. Occasionally pay for things in cash, especially for categories where you tend to overspend. Make the money feel real again. Awareness is the first weapon. Once you see the psychological game being played, it becomes much harder to fall for it. Credit cards aren't the villain in this story. Ignorance is. The people who win with credit cards are the ones who understand exactly how they work, not just financially, but psychologically. They use the tool without letting the tool use them. Because in the end, the most expensive thing you can own is something that makes spending feel free.